Hello and welcome to Accounting with Confidence. Today we're going to take a little turn into the world of setting up emails inside of your sales workflow. So I talked recently about getting paid faster, and one of the ways to do that is to send invoices electronically out of your QuickBooks file. And in QuickBooks Online, there are some setup things that you need to do in order to get that email message to actually send out to your customers and say what you want it to say. So from within your QuickBooks Online file, you're going to go to the gear icon and you're going to choose Account and Settings. And inside of this menu is where you set up a whole bunch of things relating to your file. And this is the sales section. So we're going to ignore our little message here that says something's not quite right. I am working in a sample company file. And we're going to look at the sales choices. And what we have is to scroll down to the section that says Messages. And it says Default Email Message Sent with Sales Forms. So if you click on the pencil icon, you can open this section up and see what things you can modify. From what I can tell inside of QuickBooks Online, you can use the standard message or you can type in your own message. And you're going to start with the type of sales form you are sending. So in this case, it's the invoice. When we send out an invoice, we want to send a message with it. And you would like to include a subject line, and you can customize that. Then you would also like to have an email message. Here's your invoice. It says your invoice is attached. Please remit payment at your earliest convenience. And you are able to actually have a CC or a copy to so that you can also see that this email has gone out. Or you can have a blind copy where all of your email messages would also send to a specific email address. If you wanted to change the verbiage on this or on any of them, and in this case, I would say a statement is one that most people like to customize. So here's the statement from Craig's Design. It says your statement is attached. Please remit payment at your earliest convenience. So depending on when you're sending out your statements, you may want to say something like your statement is attached. Your payment, or something along the lines of, we haven't seen your payment yet. Please remit payment at your earliest convenience to avoid any disruption in your services. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Let's see if I typed a typo. Let me fix that one. Thank you for your business. We appreciate it. And then a signature and click Save. So now when you actually go to send a statement, it will use that message. In QuickBooks Online, you can only have one default message per sales transaction type. So one for an invoice, one for a statement, one for an estimate. You can also, though, turn on what they call reminders. And this, if you turn on your automatic invoice reminders, you can turn on one that's going to be 3 days before the due date. And actually, you can set when that is. So if you have invoices that went out and they haven't been paid yet, you can send out invoice reminders and you can customize those messages. So there's where you can get a little bit of diversity in your messaging by setting up different dates that you want. On the due date, this is what I'm going to say, and after the due date, this is what I'm going to say. So say you have somebody who's getting to 30 days after the due date. You may change the wording to say your account is in danger of being suspended. Please remit payment. If you need a copy of your invoice, blah, blah, blah. So this is where you want to make those updates and set that turn those reminders on so that you can get your message across to your customers. And once you get consistent with this, your customers are going to get consistently used to the language that you're using. and start to take you more seriously. The last section I wanted to show you is this online delivery. So your email options that you have in QuickBooks Online for your sales form is to show a short summary in an email or show the full details in the email. The full details being line items, etc., that are on your invoice. And then it defaults to having the PDF attached, and that is a PDF of the invoice or the sales form that you're sending out is going to actually attach to your email. So it's a quick reference for your customer to see the details. I suggest leaving it at the short form summary because the PDF is attached. So I wouldn't go all the details in the body of the email and then also an attachment. So it's a personal preference, but it's definitely something that you want to consider as you're setting up your processes for actually getting paid faster.